Yo, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys are well and warm, kicking it fly today, baby, because today I'm setting up my 2x2 by 4 foot grow tent, a pro grow tent by VivoSun. And dudes, I'm telling you, this is the start of our new propagation setup. We are trying to find a spot where we can harbor our clones, we can set up our seedlings in a spot that's free from the veg tent so we can just keep things separated and allow things to grow at their best and at their highest potential. So today I'm going to be setting up the 2x2 grow tent by VivoSun. And in fact, everything has been sent to me by VivoSun. So shout out to them. Before I get started, if you want to check out anything in this video, check out vivosun.com. Use promo code PIGEONS420. You can save about 15% off the checkout. Oh, and you can hook yourself up with some pretty great equipment as well. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's set up the 2x2 propagation tent. First things first, I wanted to make sure that I had this propagation tent so that I had a spot specifically for my seedlings and my clones. Because seedlings and clones use much more moisture, humidity, and temperature than the rest of the stages, I wanted to make sure that they had something that was isolated specifically for them. Having their own space will allow me to increase the humidity, increase the temperature without damaging or affecting the rest of my garden. Because seedlings enjoy the high 70s to mid 80s in the temperature as well for freedom units. This is typically undesirable for larger plants. You don't want to have high levels of moisture or high temperatures in a tent where you just want things to be stable. Clones and seedlings are the exception to that. Give them warmth, give them humidity, and they will grow. Get yourself 100% germination rate and 100% cloning success rate if you increase temperature and keep a consistent humidity. Those are the two keys to getting you a nice, consistent growth stage for the propagation system. Everything is very easy to set up. You don't need the instructions. Generally, you've got 4 poles that look the same, 4 poles that are the same length, and between those 8 poles, you can figure it out. You need 4 at the bottom, 4 at the top, and 8 around the middle. So with that being said, I threw the instructions away and I just kind of figured it out as I went. Now, it's going to present a few hiccups, if you will, because you might be putting poles in the wrong area. However, these are pretty simple to set up. You don't need to make this too complicated. VivoSun includes everything in the box, and it's all labeled really well so that you can just find what goes where and attach it. Your propagation setup does not need to be too fancy. In fact, I'm not even venting the ductwork out of the house. As soon as the ductwork comes out of the tent, it's good enough. I feel like I'm not creating too much additional heat and or humidity having my propagation tent not ducted outside, that having the duct just hanging out over the side of the tent works just fine. Inside the 2x2 by 4 VivoSun prop tent, I'm going to be using the Grow Hub controller and the Aero Zesh inline fan. This is going to allow me to monitor, circulate everything in my garden. It's also easy because this is going to connect to everything else in the garden, including the clip-on fan and the Aero light. Everything's coming in very compact and looking sweet. Very happy to have this set up. Just a quick reminder, VivoSun hit us up with a promo code for our viewers, PIGEONS420. Save 15% if you're looking for anything at vivosun.com. I particularly enjoy that the tent is only 4 feet high, which means that I have room above the tent for all kinds of things, whether I want to do the power supply up there, whether I want to put like shelves above it so I can put some tools. I love having it nice and squat so that there's room for me to get things done above the tent. I really don't need an 8-foot high tent for this kind of space because even with the inline fan, the light, and the clip-on all inside the tent, I have tons of room. I'm running all of the equipment inside the prop tent because the prop tent shares space with my studio. And because noise is definitely something I'm taking into consideration, it just works easier for me and is a bit quieter to run all the equipment, the inline specifically, inside the tent. Some asked if I'd run it on the outside so I'd have more room, but for a prop tent, I really don't need that much more room. I really just want to keep everything harnessed in so it's not so loud. Now, that's about all the time I have today, guys. I appreciate you watching. This is my prop tent setup. I'm very excited to be able to get the clones and the seedlings into this tent, and I can't wait to really start strutting my stuff. I want to tell you guys, we've got some big changes coming to this garden setup. I'm conceding on some things, and I can't wait for you to see which. Follow along, because this prop tent is just the beginning of a whole system that's not just growing great plants, but working for me. Thank you so much to VivoSun for hooking us up with the tent and all the equipment. Like I said, vivosun.com. Use promo code PIGEONS420. You'll save 15% off the equipment and get yourself some pretty sweet gear. Thank you so much for watching. Much love. Stay medicated. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.